So we're told that they sold 4 standard units, and if the price of each standard unit is S, then they would make 4 times S. They also sold 2 deluxe units, and if the price of each deluxe unit is represented by D, well then 2 deluxe units will be 2 times D. That's how much they'll earn in revenue for selling 2 deluxe units. And the total revenue was $24,000. So that means that 4S plus 2D is equal to 24,000. So now what we're going to do is, since we've got 2 equations, we're going to use substitution in order to solve the linear system. And we have to, for the first step, is solve for one of the variables. And out of all of the variables, the easiest one to probably solve for is the D in the second equation, in the 4S plus 2D. So we're going to solve this D. And the first thing we're going to do is subtract 4S, and I should back up. We could solve for any of the other variables, but it just seems to me that this D will be the easiest to solve for. So we're going to subtract 4S from both sides of the equation, and we end up with 2D is equal to 24,000 minus 4S. Next, we're going to divide both sides by 2 to isolate the D, and we're left with 12,000. D is equal to 12,000 minus 2S. So we're done the first step. Now the second step, okay, we've got D is equal to 12,000 minus 2S. We're going to substitute that into the other equation, which is 5S plus 4D equals 39,000. Because remember, we solved for the D in the second equation, so we're going to substitute in to our first equation, D is equal to 12,000 minus 2S. And so the next line, when we replace this D with 12,000 minus 2S, we now have to use the distributive property to simplify and solve for S. So 4 times 12,000, well, I should say we're done step 2. So 4 times 12,000 is 48,000. And 4 times negative 2S is minus 8S. 5S minus 8S is negative 3S. So 48,000 minus 3S is equal to 39,000. We still have to solve for S, so we're going to subtract 48,000 from both sides of the equation. And when we do that, we end up with negative 3S is equal to 39,000 minus 48,000. So negative 3S is equal to negative 9,000. We divide both sides by negative 3, and we end up with S is equal to 3,000. So that means that the standard unit sells for $3,000 according to what we figured out. So now what we have to do is determine how much each deluxe unit sells for. So we're going to now substitute S is equal to 3,000 into our equation. 5S plus 4D equals 39,000. And so when we do that, we get 5 times 3,000 plus 4D is equal to 39,000. 5 times 3,000 is 15,000. Plus 4D is equal to 39,000. Subtract 15,000 from both sides. So we end up then with 4D is equal to 24,000. We're going to divide both sides by 4. So D is equal to 6,000. So that our fourth step is done. So each deluxe unit sells for $6,000. So now what we've got to do is we found our prices. So deluxe unit sells for 6,000, standard unit sells for 3,000. We're going to check our answer to make sure that we've done this correctly. So our first equation is, we write our 2 equations. We're going to substitute left side and right side for the values that we found. So the left side of our first equation is 5S plus 4D. The right side is 39,000. We're going to substitute in for S. Remember, the standard unit is 3,000 and the deluxe unit sells for 6,000. So 5 times 3,000 plus 4 times 6,000 is equal to 15,000 plus 24,000 which is $39,000. So the left side and the right side are equal, so the first one checks out. The next one, our left side is 4s plus 2d, and the right side is 24,000. When we substitute in for s is equal to 3,000 and d is equal to 6,000, we end up with 4 times 3,000 plus 2 times 6,000. That's 12,000 plus 12,000 is equal to 24,000. The left side and the right side are equal, so the second equation checks out.